And everything is going on all at once in the way that it just generally does here. So, Esme here, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
You're very bouncy today.
Very bouncy.
Why is that?
It's my birthday!
Hey! Oh, good. But we'll come back to that subject.
Come back to
because
that.
we have a guest in the studio as well.
I know.
We are joined with our new sponsor for Traffic and Travel, Stewart from Highland Titles Nature Reserve.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy
How are you?
birthday.
Thank you very much, Joe.
Excellent stuff. So, I say Highland Titles. Reserve. Sorry, what? I should get it right now because I've done the audio for it, isn't it? It's looking after the Highlands one square foot at a time.
Yeah, that's
It's a
it.
test.
Well, conserving Scotland.
That's the word I was looking for.
At a time, yeah.
Indeed. So, where are you doing that?
Originally Durer. We started in Durer in 2007. And then in 2014 we opened our second reserve, which is up at Invergarry.
Okay.
So two looking for a third.
Another one as well.
Yep.
Plenty of that.
Exciting.
So how does this work?
It's a very clever yet very simple business model. We don't go for government grants, we don't go for lottery funding. We buy a tired old piece of land and start repairing it and conserving it for the future. And the way we do that is by selling bits of it.
Okay.
So you can have a square foot, you can have 10 square feet, you can have 100 square feet. And if you're really excited, you can have 1,000 square feet.
Just bring your checkbook.
Yeah.
Yeah,
basically.
quite right. I take it obviously money that obviously goes into that you put back into the
Correct.
land.
That's how we fund the conservation, yeah.
Okay. So what kind of work do you put in? I mean, you're talking about planting trees or...
If we just focus on the Birthday Girls area, if we just think of Durer, it was part farmland, it was part commercial planting, so huge tracts of Durer are actually planted with Sitka spruce, which is a North American tree, quietly killing the soil and doing absolutely nothing for local wildlife. UK wildlife doesn't use Sitka spruce. So specifically there we will be removing the Sitka, restoring the soil, and yes, eventually we will replant all of those areas with native trees that actually do something for the wildlife.
Okay. So basically you kind of, providing Scotland the outdoors it has.
Well, sadly, we only have, depending which figures you believe, we have only about 2% of our original Caledonian pine forest left, because we've cut it and used it and not thought to replace it. A long since government scheme, when they eventually realised they would run out of woodland if they didn't start planting, and the government scheme was, here's a bag of money, plant trees. The missing word being, here's a bag of money, plant native trees. So everybody planted the cheapest, fastest growing ones, the Sitka or the Douglas fir, because they grew quick, they could fell them and make money. So we'll take them out. We have already planted somewhere between 8,000-9,000 trees at Durer.
Wow, that's a lot.
We've built 2 loch-ins, it's probably the biggest project we've undertaken so far, but so worthwhile.
That's quite a major undertaking of landscaping, surely.
Yeah, but we didn't have a body of water. So that kind of rules out a whole range of wildlife. So we dug the first one, then the second one, we filled them, and once it was sort of settled, we stocked it with wild brown trout.
Okay.
And now we've had an osprey the last 2 years, we've seen our first sea eagle, and we get otters up from Loch Linney to steal the fish. So it's just kind of opened the reserve up to a whole range of extra new wildlife that wasn't there before.
Okay, so really it is kind of bringing the wildlife back to areas where it wasn't before then.
Pretty much. Our major success so far is red squirrels. I've been down there for 4, possibly into my 5th year now. For the first 2.5 years, there were no red squirrels. There's no greys either, which is good, but reds had gone. So we put up feeding stations, nesting boxes, and a 1.5 years ago we saw our first one, and now they're there pretty much every day. You'll see them on our Facebook page.
That's excellent.
Very exciting.
And I say, if people want to come along and, I don't know, enjoy it and take photos and
it's
get all
open
that,
all the
can
time.
you do that?
Anybody can have a walk. There's free maps at the door. You can pick up a map and go wander.
Very good. And there's information, isn't there, on the way
Yeah.
around? So
You were there the other week, weren't you?
I love it there. It's very near to where I
There's
live.
pigs and bees, I remember that much.
Pigs and bees. I've now been told exactly where the pigs are because
Right.
I
They're
led a group
moving
of my
this
friends.
afternoon.
Are they? Oh
Yeah.
no. Oh,
Pastures new.
Okay.
The two Ronnies are just our best volunteers. They just work
They are.
non-stop. That's the pigs.
yeah.
Ronnie Corbett, Ronnie Barker, saddleback pigs. And we use them as a natural way of clearing bracken because we don't want to use chemicals, obviously.
Uh-huh.
So the pigs dig it all up and churn it over and trample it and dig it again, and the roots just get trashed.
Very
And
good.
then we either plant wildflowers, trees, or native wetland grasses.
And what about the bees? What are their? Is
The
there
bees, we've had the bees for 3 years now. We work with a company called Webster Honey from Kinross. We buy plain white hives and we offer them to all the local schools, so the kids paint them, and then I go along and give talks at the school, and we bring the hives back, pop in the bees, and in the summer we hire buses because schools can't afford anything these days. So we hire a bus, we bring the kids down, put them in little mini bee suits and let them see their hive.
Very
They love it.
exciting.
It's brilliant fun.
Brilliant.
And hopefully they're learning such a valuable lesson, because most kids today don't know that bees are dying in their millions, and that if bees go, we'll go, because we'll run out of food. They pollinate such a high percentage of our food that we need bees.
Yeah.
But I guess it's all about experience as well, isn't it? It's having the experiences, I'd say, at a young age that kind of learn where the food chain is, I
Well,
suppose, isn't it?
I'm kind of desperately hoping that at least one or two per class, it just sparks an interest, and maybe they'll go into that kind of work, or
Yeah,
at least
conservation.
they'll take an interest in it in the future. Could be recruiting my replacement even as we speak.
Interesting. Bringing up the new generation
Exactly,
of
yes,
conservationists.
exactly.
Very exciting. And I think with bees especially, it's like until you see it, until you see the bees, like you could ignore what they
It's
do.
not in the media up here.
Yeah.
It's not really talked about enough.
Yeah.
So most kids don't know
Yeah.
how important they are.
Very
So
exciting. We should have a Nevis radio trip to see some bees. You're talking about.
you should, yes.
I'll nominate myself after the wasp incident of 2017. Big thanks to HIS again for coming and getting that wasp out the studio for me.
Yeah.
But I feel like I can move on from that, and as a kind of
Bees are friendly.
yeah, bees are
Wasps
friendly. I could go and do kind of like immersive therapy with
Absolutely.
some beehives,
Right.
and you could put it on the Nevis Radio Facebook page, and I'm sure we'd get a lot of.
I'm sure you get lots of hits of me
Yeah.
freaking out in a bee suit, to be
yeah,
honest.
I think it'd be great. I think it'd be some great engagement for everyone there.
Oh, okay, yeah, I think that's that signed up then.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other fun side of not just conserving Scotland, the other fun side is traditionally, historically, a landowner in Scotland was known as a laird. So we've kind of tongue-in-cheek carried that on, and when you buy a plot of land at either reserve, you choose to become either a laird, a lord, or a lady.
Hence the Highland type.
Hence the Highland title. So by way of a little birthday gift, I have actually come prepared with certificates and documentation for Lady Esme and, just so you didn't feel left out, Laird Simon.
Really?
So I have them here to present to you.
That is
All right.
so
Laird
exciting.
Simon.
My wage packet's just doubled.
That's yours.
That is awesome.
And
my
framed
goodness.
certificate, Lady Esme.
Thank
Leach.
you
Thank you so
very
much.
There you go.
Oh. Whereas
Right.
Highland Titles has set out a part of the estate known as Glencoe Wood, a scheme of souvenir plots, and has caused a common form of conveyance to be prepared. Very, very exciting.
So you can
Yeah.
change your name on your
Can
bank
I?
card, or
Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All my posters coming to Lady Esme Leach now.
We need to do business cards now, like.
Yep.
Yeah, the website is getting updated.
I didn't work. It didn't work so well for me. I sort of got away with it for 2 weeks, but I think I probably overused it with phrases like is your laird's tea ready?
Yes.
Is your laird's dinner ready? And so by week 2 it was more,
Yes.
is your slap?
Yep.
So I've stopped using it, but I know for a fact, I mean, we get people visiting the reserve all the time, just short of 10,000 last year.
Wow.
And we do get people who come in and have put it on their credit card, their business card, and
amazing.
assure me they get upgrades on flights, on hotel rooms. So some people just treat it
Oh my
as the fun it
goodness.
is.
Well, if that's not an incentive to buy some land, I don't know what is.
Yeah,
Yes.
some people really use it, and it seems to work.
I'm so getting in on that. Like,
Yeah, thank you so
oh,
much. That
thank. This is so
very cool.
exciting.
There you go.
So we got physical
You've
square
both got
foots.
a plot next door to each other.
Oh, we're
'cause
next
they were
door.
registered at the same time.
Neighbours.
There we go.
So can we come and visit that?
You can, yes.
Nevis Radio
Yeah.
trip out.
Yeah, I think we have to do that.
Book a guided tour and we'll take you round in the buggy, show you
Sounds-
the reserve and take you to your plot.
Wow.
Right,
And so
okay.
do you have a big document of who owns all which
We've
bit?
got a database that shows
Imagine that's
everybody.
crazy.
You will find there's Ordnance Survey coordinates on your paperwork, so you can find it. We also have a free app which you can download, put in your details, and it takes you to the plot.
I'm gonna. What's the app called? Highland Titles.
Highland Titles Estate Manager.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to
We'll,
have a wee
we'll have a little
download.
download. Yeah.
Yeah.
Available for Apple or Android.
Oh, that's
but
so-
not Windows, sadly. There wasn't enough to justify the cost.
No, Windows apps are a bit thing, but my geek head says, well, yeah, I'll leave that alone. Okay, yeah, so the Highland Titles Manager, is that right?
Highland Titles
Estate
Estate.
Manager.
Estate Manager. Right,
As
okay,
soon as you
check it out.
start typing in Highland Titles on the App
Yeah.
Store,
Yeah.
it just comes up anyway.
Okay.
Come up.
Now, if someone wants to sort of buy a plot,
Yeah.
how do they go about that? Do they have to come see you? Can they do it online? Or?
The www.highlandtitles.com, if they're here visiting, then they can get one at the reserve as well.
And they can do it all while they're there.
Yeah, because if they buy one at the reserve, we can register the plot there and then, so we can give them a map and their coordinates.
Very,
pretty awesome.
very exciting. Do you have many staff down at Highland Titles?
We've got 5
Five staff.
volunteers this year,
5 volunteers.
which is our most ever.
Very exciting.
So, are you mostly volunteer based as well?
Yeah.
From that perspective.
Unless, if it's something big, like the Loch-in or new paths, we always use local contractors for them. All our brochures and stuff, local contractors, so it kind of keeps it in the local economy.
Very good.
Excellent stuff.
And I think something else that I think a lot of people might know Highland Titles for, even if they don't know it, would be the community engagement side. I reckon that's how I first would have been aware.
You would have known it from
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
I must admit, obviously, this is how we kind of got it to, and it ended up how you ended up sponsoring our traffic and
Yeah.
travel. So, what other projects do you get involved
We
with?
do a huge number. I get a very generous budget from Highland Titles, which we distribute to local good causes. So some of them are yearly. We've done Lochaberpike Band for the last 3 years. Durer Feish we've done for 3 years now. We work a lot with local schools, not just with the bees. We gave £1,000 towards an outdoor learning centre for Durer Primary.
Wow. Yeah.
Appin, sorry, is it Strath Appin?
Okay. Yeah.
We did the
There we
same
go.
for Ballachulish. We tend to do a lot of raffle prizes, mountain bikes and things when the schools are doing fundraisers.
Okay.
But the list is enormous. Glencoe Mountain Rescue we've done a couple of times. Abbeyfield.
Yeah. It's amazing.
The list is huge, really, over the years.
So it's really not just conserving the land; you're actually helping the wider community as well.
We like to have a positive impact where we are. Yeah.
Really
Excellent.
fantastic work,
Yeah.
Highland Titles. It's a great business model. It's very
I like it. I do. I think it's a good way to work. You're not. Let's say we went for a government grant and we got it. Who's to say that somebody else's project was not as worthwhile or
Yeah.
possibly more worthwhile,
Yeah.
and we've snaffled their money through the plot system? We fund ourselves, so
Yeah.
I think it's good.
it's a really good enterprise idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to get into this.
I think we can
How big
really
is your garden?
We can sell bits
we
of our
killed a
studio.
tree actually.
Yeah. No, don't say
Probably a
that.
Sitka spruce. Probably
Yeah,
not a
one of-
native one, yeah.
No, it was a repotting error on my behalf.
Yeah.
When I first got here, there was a really quite it wasn't a big tree, but it was
I think it was on its last leg.
it was a tree that was too big to be in the pot it was in, and so I was like, okay, let's repot it. So out we went, and we dug a hole in the garden one sunny day, and
Buried it.
we didn't bury it, we planted it.
Did
But
you water it?
well, the rain did quite a good job, but I don't think it was meant to be an outside plant. So
Was it a tree?
I'm not sure. I'm not.
Because trees are mostly outside.
That's why you're on the job you are. Knowledge
Maybe it
like
was
that.
something else.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's us really. But no, thank you very much for coming in and telling
Pleasure.
us
Thank you
more
for
about
inviting me.
your efforts. And no, well, thank you for taking on our traffic and travel.
Thank
and we'll
you.
No bother.
Look forward to reading it out for the whole
And we're
year.
very excited to come and visit our plots of land.
Yes, we will have a wee chat and get that organised.
Yes.
And when you're on air now, layered
Yeah.
time, and
Can we
it
get those?
just has a whole new ring
get those
to
jingles
it.
changed,
I've got
Simon.
to speak to jingle people now.
You've got to speak to the jingle, getting you through the afternoons with Lady Esme Leach.
Right,
I can hear
Okay.
it now.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.